So I wanted to discuss some comments on my video and why I disabled and turned off like to dislike. Now, I wanted to discuss this because I felt like this would only make sense and wanted to bring up some things that people said and just things that I especially disagreed with. Number one, the most comments I got were telling me to stop telling people what to do, and my video wasn't to force people not to do it. I was basically educating people onto why you shouldn't and why it wasn't okay. I don't think it's okay. Many people I know, many African Americans, don't think it's okay. That's just how I perceive it. That's my opinion. That's just it. Next thing, people were saying I was racist to white people. Now, this was only a few comments, but I really wanted to talk about this. You can't be racist to white people. White people are not oppressed. Small words for people who are uneducated. Basically, white people are not killed for their skin, and white people are not minorities. Minorities are people who are who basically they're just mistreated. They're people who get killed for their skin. They're people who are not respected. Now, white people aren't minorities because white people are not killed for their skin color, and white people are mostly middle class and high class. Not all of them, but most of them. They aren't told they can't work in some places because of their skin. They aren't forced to eat at other places, which is called segregation. Segregation was stopped, but segregation is a very big part in racism and just a lot of things. Now, let's bring this up. Racial prejudice does exist for white people. Basically, sometimes if you feel a certain way towards a skin color, who, by the way, skin colors who are not minorities, skin colors who are not oppressed, white people. So that is racial prejudice, feeling a certain way towards a specific color. The difference is racism between racial prejudice is racism goes farther than disliking someone for their skin or calling them certain things. Racism goes far back. Racism is telling people they're disgusting for their skin, telling people slurs because of their skin. Now, yes, cracker is a slur towards white people, but it's not something that white people take offensively because white people are not killed for their skin. That being said, racism against white people does not exist. Next thing, people were bringing up the fact that they have black OCs and they're white. I don't agree with that. I think that's blackfishing. Smaller words. I think that changing your skin color to match a certain demographic, changing your skin color on a game, and I'm going to bring this up as well. I don't think it's okay. Please don't blackface. Thanks. I don't think that's something you should do. It's not needed. It's not wanted. Next thing, people told this that Europeans were the ones who wore dreads, and I'm going to rebuttal that. Someone brought up dreads, so here is, I looked up on Google what race made dreads, aka created dreads. This is the first answer on Google. Rastafari. Rastafari movement locks are symbolic of Lion of Judah, which is sometimes centered on the Ethiopian flag. Now, dreadlocks are African. They are worn by Maasai, the Ashanti, and the Gala and Fulani tribes. Sorry if I missaid them or whatever. But, yes, they come from, well, if we're also going to bring up, basically other hairstyles, some of them are Egyptian, but they are not fully white. So you are incorrect. Thank you for listening, and that's just my comments and da-da-da. Love y'all. See you next time. Bye.